So here we go. We've had some pretty interesting stuff happening lately. Fiscal cliff, debt ceiling, gun control, new regulatory changes coming to housing, and the list goes on. But let's tune all that stuff out for a minute and let's talk about us, you and I, in this great housing industry.
So 2012 was a pretty good year for most of us, and we gotta say we weren't surprised. We felt like it was gonna be the year of opportunity, and it was. Rates stayed low and we moved a ton of inventory. So what are our thoughts for 2013?
Well, we read a ton and we read several different economists' outlook for 2013, and well, we formed our own opinion, and here it is. We actually think that 2013 could go either way. I'm not as bullish as I was last year, but I'm certainly not worried. Here's the deal. Depending on your area, home prices saw a modest gain, and I believe that this could continue. Why? Well, here's our top 3 reasons.
1, inventory's way down. And 2, investor appetite spiked quite a bit at the tail end of 2012, and it should continue into 2013. And 3, the current fiscal policy of the Fed to keep rates low.
Now let's break all those down so this all makes sense. And if you disagree, feel free to share down below why. After all, we don't have a crystal ball, so we could be wrong. But we're not.
The first reason was inventory. Now there's a couple of things here, and first let's take a look at home prices, both nominal and inflation adjusted. Prices across the country dropped 30% from the peak, and as you can see, they appear to be back in line. This is a great thing as we were way out of whack for a while. But now, what will drive prices this year?
Well, easy, inventory levels. This is pretty crazy. Take a look at the drop in levels from this time last year. In our area, C-Town, we have, well, take a guess before we tell you. How many fewer homes do you think we have in Seattle? 10% fewer? 20%? Let's go crazy, maybe even 40%? Nope, 46% fewer homes for sale. This is a huge number and something you may want to share with your clients.
How about LA? They have 61% fewer homes for sale. And it's not just LA and Seattle. Nationally, we have 33% fewer homes for sale. You don't need to be a rocket scientist here. Fewer homes equals higher demand equals higher prices.
2, investor buying of single-family homes as rental properties. Now, we'll make this one easy on you. Google a company called Blackstone.
And they're not alone. There are many other powerhouse investment companies swooping up single-family properties. Some are being flipped, some are held, and others are capitalizing on the crazy rental frenzy.
Yep, several million past homeowners are on the sidelines, not due to lack of income, but rather due to credit restrictions.
They can't buy a home for 2 to 4 years due to their short sale and/or foreclosure. So where do they go? Back to multifamily? No. They rent out similar homes. This pushes rents and qualified renters up, and investors love it.
3, the current fiscal policy keeping rates low. This one has me worried though. You guys know how much money it took the Fed to keep rates low?
$1 million? $1 billion? Or even $1 trillion?
Nope. How about $3 trillion? It took the Fed ballooning their balance sheet up to $3 trillion to keep rates low. Now here's the kicker. With many feeling like housing is back, I believe that they'll ease out of their current policy of purchasing mortgage-backed securities to keep rates low, which will result in higher rates sooner than we all thought. That's a big wild card right there. That could slow everything down.
So what do the experts say for 2013? Well, take a look for yourself. Fannie Mae sees increases across the board of new home sales, starts, and home prices increase to the tune of 1.6%. This seems to be the consensus, and if the wild card that we talked about earlier doesn't play, then I think we can definitely see a 1.6 increase in prices.
Now before we leave, don't get home price increases confused with a good year in real estate. After all, the past several years, home prices were down, but several of us killed it in that environment.
Remember, home prices go up due to inventory levels, which means fewer transactions.
So it very well could be a slower year for several of us due to lack of transactions. We shall see. Now, what are your predictions? Let's see them down below. My prediction is that Gary stays the sexiest man in real estate. We'll see you guys next week.